Here we go to start off our second game of the weekend. 14ers in black, Lady Liz in white. Liz in for the face-off, Kendall on the near side, Harkey on the far side. Spits up, Liz takes it in. Liz in, Liz goes wide. Liz to the front, off of the Utah Lady Grizz skate, and all the way back. I'm going to say no ice, Brooke goes back for it. Brooke with speed, gets stopped at the blue line, throws it off the boards. Molly pokes it away. Bailey tries to go through, can't make it through the players, but gets the puck deep. Utah with a nice breakout. Amber steps up, tips it, but it bounces through Molly. Utah gets it, tries to dump in. Al with it, sends it up the middle, just out of Josie's reach. Comes around the near side behind Amber. Al with it again. Al, couple of moves. Al off the boards. Al into the middle. In, shot. Saved by the goalie. Utah picks it up. Skates out with it as all the 14ers backed out. Molly does a good job poking it in as she's trying to get off the ice and dumps it in and changes. Utah with the breakout. Janelle with the nice body, but Utah still able to get it. Dump it in, Al behind the net, comes up the corner with it. Lily intercepts the puck, goes around behind the net. Up to Janelle, sends it to the middle, but Utah intercepts. They turn and shoot, wide of the net. Shot, blocked by Amber. Up the boards to Janelle. Wing flying in, intercepts that. Lily skates away with it, dumps it in. Lily chases it down, but they send it up the boards, all the way up to Moose. Through Harkey to Braden. Braden back to Moose. Moose gets it poked off her stick. Gets it, waits at the blue line, and skates in offsides. And 13:31. Saw body. Liz comes through, pokes it away. Liz circles, sends it across, and it's right to the Utah girl who intercepts. 1-on-2, two back checkers. Nice back check there by Liz to poke it away. Utah gets that loose puck, goes in. Braden pinches her off. Puts it around behind the net. Liz up the boards to Kendall. Kendall back to Liz. Liz pokes it up. Utah gets it to hand, but Harkey comes through. Pushes it forward. Kendall knocks it deeper in the corner. Kendall centering pass, goes off the back of the net. Utah can't get it as that's Harkey forechecking down there. Sorry, that's Liz forechecking. To Moose, right into the Utah girl. Moose picks it up again, takes another shot. Right into the logo of the Utah goalie. 12:36 left here in the first. Molly Josie Bailey up front. Nice win back, goes up in the air over Amber's stick. Amber fakes the turn, fakes a couple of turns, skates up with it. Amber shot, glove save, and the goalie just holds on to that one again. Molly in up center, Josie on the near side. Bailey on the far side. Molly wins it, sends it back to Amber, gives it back to Josie. Josie across to Bailey, can't get the shot off. Bailey back to Brooke, back down to Bailey. Bailey skates up to the hash, stops, goes down, tries to center it, intercepted. Utah whips it around the near side. Centering pass, Brooke lifts the stick. Handles it, turns it over. Nice job by Molly coming back. Takes the body, Brooke picks up the puck, gives it to Josie. Josie spins at the top of the circle, tries to backhand it across, and that goes into a body. Moves back up to Josie. Josie tries to put it in and bounces Utah's way, and they get to dump it in. Al tries to send it up the boards. That's intercepted. Al behind the net to Moose. Moose up to Josie. Josie across to Sophia. Sophia through the middle. Sophia tries to center it. It gets tipped again. Jolie comes in, picks it up, sends it to the middle. Lily with it. Sophia's battling there, and the goalie somehow gets in her glove for yet another save. 11:04 left here in the first, still tied at 0. Liz in at center. Over to Kendall, back to Moose, back down to Kendall. Battle on the boards. Moose pinches in, pokes it. Utah is able to skate out with it. Al sends it right back up to Liz. Liz steps around. Liz walks in, shoots, gets blocked. Moose picks it up at the blue line, skates in with it, loses it, regains, sends it in the corner to herself. Tries a backhand up front, goes through Harkey, has a girl all over. Harkey in front. Kendall picks it up, but can't get it in the back of the net. Utah gets it, and they send it all the way down, and that's going to be an icing. We'll go all the way back here to the Utah zone. Comes up to Braden, down to Josie. Josie tries a shot, gets blocked. Utah skates out with it. Bailey comes back, gives it to Braden. Braden over to Brooke. Brooke looking around. Brooke makes a move, sends it up the boards to Molly. Molly gets it poked away, but Bailey right behind her picks it up, comes in. Braden steps in, shot into the Utah girl. And Braden's going to go for the trip. Brooke here back. It's offsides, and 14ers going to go on a kill here. 9:44 left in the first. Shot off the post, and Reagan comes out and covers that one. Fortiners win it, send it all the way down. Go down, and Kendall first one there. Goalie holds on to it. Lily keeps it in. Kendall comes out, touches it, and we get the offsides. So Josie and Lily out up front. Amber and Brooke back on D. Amber gets it, sends it up to Josie. Battle along the boards. Utah gets it, sends it in. Brooke picks it up. Brooke drifts behind the net. Gives it to Lily. Lily just sends it all the way down. Josie lays up a little bit, lets the girl play it up the boards. Comes up the near side. Utah goes around Amber, tries to stuff it on Reagan. Amber sends it up to the point. Amber blocks the shot, goes after it. Amber one-on-one, two back checkers. Amber has it, shoots it wide of the net. Josie picks it up on the near side, throws it back down in the corner. Amber up the boards off, and Josie tips it forward. Utah picks it up, comes down, shot, blocked by Brooke. Brooke has it near side, skates through a couple. Brooke all by herself. Shot off a shin guard. Ends up putting it on net. Utah gets it, sends it up the boards. Liz able to keep it in. Gets sent to the middle, and Utah picks it up. Liz comes through, nice back check, knocks her off the puck. Brooke gets, and finally, Utah able to clear it. Al picks it up all by herself, skates in. Al shoots right into the Grizzly logo again, and with 7 minutes left, we'll have a face-off in the Utah end again. Molly in for the face-off. Kendall and Harkey with her. Puck goes to Molly. Up to Al. Shot blocked. Utah sends it out pretty hard. Not going to make it. It's kind of on net. Reagan lets it go, and that's going to be an ice. Molly in for the face-off, wins it over to Harkey, sends it back to Al. Al down to Harkey. Harkey spins again, centers to Molly. Molly turns, can't get the shot. Kendall gets it off the toe and in. Harkey picks up the rebound. So that is Harkey from Kendall and Molly for the 14ers' first goal. 6:24 left here in the first. Janelle Sophia up front. Brooke and Amber back on D. Goes back to Brooke. Over to Amber. Up to Sophia. Sophia gains the zone. Goes in. Shoots. The goalie holds on to that. And Harkey was there waiting for that one to drop again. Or sorry, Sophia was there waiting for that to drop again. Face off. Utah gains it, goes behind the net, turns it over to Janelle. Janelle and Sophia battling in there. Up to Brooke. Brooke throws it back down to Janelle. Janelle sends it all the way in the corner. Sophia goes to get it. Sophia leaves it for Janelle. Janelle centering pass intercepted. Utah puts it back in the corner. Janelle back there with the puck. Janelle has it. Janelle tries to put it in front of net, goes off the back, comes all the way up the side. Amber has it. Amber down, whips it around behind Sophia all the way around the far corner. Janelle has it. Centered, off a skate. Utah gets it, tries to clear. Brooks there. Brooks sends it right into Lily. Then we get it deep, whip it around the near side. Amber comes over to pick it up. Tries to send it deep, gets it to the hash marks. Utah all by herself. Turns it over as Molly comes hot off the bench. Brooke there, pokes it away. Brooke spins back into the two Grizzlies. Turns it over to Bailey. Brooke comes through, picks it up again. Brooke around the top. Brooke leaves it for Amber. Amber tries to backhand it in, but it gets blocked. Josie back checking, causes Utah to send it to the far corner. Amber picks it up. Chips it up to Bailey, gives it to Josie. Josie up the far boards, turns. Gives it to Molly. Molly shot blocked. Moose steps in, grabs it, shot. Going wide, the goalie saved it. It would have been, nearly bounced in. Rebounds there, and yeah! Bailey from her knees chips that in. So I think that's Bailey, Molly, and Josie for the 14ers' second goal with 4:23 left here in the first period. Liz, Kendall, Harkey come out. Braden and Moose back on D. Comes over the near side. Kendall gets it. Kendall in, centering pass. Gets tipped. Utah skates out with it, puts it off Liz. Kendall picks it up, tries to throw it behind the net. That's intercepted. Liz gets it. Liz tries to leave it for Braden. And Braden able to throw it back in the zone. Utah gets it, tries to send it all the way out. Can't do it. Braden regroups back to Moose. Moose sends it up to Harkey. Dumped all the way in. Kendall in there. Up to Braden. Shot. Tipped by the D. Goalie still made the save. Comes out. Moose can't quite reach to keep that one in. Braden over to Jolie. Back across. Moose steps up, intercepts the pass. Moose in. Shoots off the toe and wide. Sophia takes the shot. Blocked. Sophia, nice back check. Takes the body, and Amber's able to step up, take the puck. Amber chases it into the zone. Amber lifts a stick, gets it. Lily comes through, tries to get control, can't quite get it. Back behind the net. Sophia nearly lays out a girl. Moose with it, shot. Into the Moose or Grizzlies' hand, and Sophia gets the shot. Grizzlies get it on the near side. Sophia pinches off the girl. Takes the puck. Turns, comes back up the boards. Moose with the puck. Comes out of the zone. Jolie steals it. Tries to dump it in. Goes right to their D. Jolie forechecks, pokes it away. Finally pops back out of the zone. Amber back for it. Amber rifles it up to Bailey. Goes through her and a Utah girl. Utah regroups. Errant pass goes up to Moose. Over to Amber. Amber up to Bailey. And deep into the Utah zone. Utah breaks out near side. Moose able there to intercept, throw it back deep. They whip it all the way around, and it looks like that's going to be an icing if it makes it all the way. Amber couldn't pretend enough that she's not fast enough. Amber picks it up, sends it off of a Utah skate. Josie comes down, picks it up. Josie sends it, and that goes right by. And Utah successfully fakes that they're slow enough to not get that one. So with 1:24 back in our zone. Liz, Kendall, Harkey out there up front. Al and Amber back on D. Utah wins it over the side. Goes into the corner, centering pass, blocked by Reagan. Amber comes up, tips it up the middle. Utah able to dump it in. Sent over the far side. Harkey over there, centering pass, intercepted by Utah. Harkey gets it out. Kendall with a couple of nice moves, but gets it poked away. Kendall tries to bounce it off the boards around the Utah girl. It goes off her body, and Liz picks it up. Liz in front of the net. Hits Kendall on the near side. Kendall throws it up behind Harkey, but they give it to her. Harkey goes in, shot off a shin guard. 50 seconds left here in the first period. Utah whips it all the way around the near side. Amber comes in. 3 14ers there. Amber skates out with it. Amber shot. Pad saved. Cleared to the corner. Sophia has it in the corner. Sophia up the boards. Tries to pass out front. Gets blocked, goes in the corner. Utah sends it up the boards. Janelle steps up, takes the body, but the puck picked up by Utah. Sent over the near side. Utah into the corner with it. 15 seconds left. Amber takes the body. Sophia comes in, picks up the puck, and we got Amber with a hold with 9 seconds left here in the first period. Molly and Kendall up front. Brooke and Moose back on D to kill this. Molly, nice win, clears the zone, and that's pretty much it. So end of the first period, 14ers up 2-0 over the Utah Lady Grizz. All right, here we are coming back for the second period. Still short-handed for 1:52. Molly in the center, Kendall up front. Utah wins it forward. Drives deep to the corner, centering pass goes through everybody. Molly comes over, chips it up and out of the zone. Utah regroups. Up the far boards, in the zone, nice poke by Moose. Sends it right back out. Utah regroups to the near side. Sends it up through. Goes off Brooke's skate and into the corner. Brooke chases around behind the net. Utah picks it up. Moose forces her around behind the net again. Shot, blocked by Moose. Brooke picks it up and Brooke sends it. Hard enough to get out of the zone and most of the way there. Wouldn't have been an icing anyway. Utah picks it up. Kendall forechecking. Kept in by Brooke. Utah gets it. They send it up. I'm going to say no ice on that. Moose with time. Moose stops behind the net. Comes through. Sends it off the glass. Utah not able to keep it in. Utah up in the middle. Lily picks up that pass. Just dumps it in. On net, goalie clears it to the side. Lily pokes it in. Josie down there, sends it down the boards to herself. Utah gives it back to Al. Al skates in with it. Lily forechecks, but Utah gets the break. It's a one-on-one on Moose. Josie back checking. Shot, wide of the net. Al picks it up, loses it in the corner, goes over to Reagan, and with 2 seconds left on the penalty, have a face-off in our zone. All right, Sophia and Liz out up front. Brooke and Al stay on D. Utah wins it over the side, up to the point. Shot, tipped, wide of the net. Sophia goes to the corner. Sends it up to Amber, who just came out of the box. Amber up the far side. Overhandles it, leaves it behind. Al comes in, picks it up. Utah sends it out. Brooke back for it. Brooke up to Amber. Amber all the way across to Sophia. Sophia around one, cuts back to the middle. Shot, tipped up into the glass. Battle behind the net, comes into the corner. Utah sends it up and out. Al keeps it in. Behind the net, Sophia picks it up. Sophia centering pass. Amber can't get enough on it to get it on net. Sophia steals it, shoots. Cleared to the corner. Utah off the glass, off the dashers actually, and up into the upper netting. 13-11 left here in the second. Molly, Bailey, Josie up front. Braden and Moose back on D. Utah wins it around behind, sends it up. Moose pinches in, chips it down to Josie. Josie, nice little chip move around the player, comes to the front. Centering pass there, but Bailey couldn't get enough on it. Utah sends it right up out the middle. Molly covering D, sends it up to Josie. Josie tries to send it in, and Utah is getting a penalty for a body check. Or a rough. So 12:48, we're going on the power play. Molly, Sophia, Josie up front. Amber, Brooke back on D. Amber and Sophia play with it on the side. Amber with the shot, save. Josie picks it up in the corner. Josie leaves it for Brooke. Brooke steps in, shoots, rebounds there, comes up to Amber. Amber whiffs on the shot, goes over into the corner. Molly and Sophia both battling over there for it. Amber comes in to help. Amber pokes it through. Molly centering pass, intercepted, and Utah able to send it all the way down. And we got an interference. Got an interference on Amber for skating in front of the girl towards the puck. It'll be 4-on-4 for a minute 22. .12:04 left here in the second. Josie wins it over to Moose. Moose skates up the far side with it. Moose, couple of good moves. Sends it around behind the net. Utah with it. They send it up and out. Not going to make it for the icing. Moose picks it up behind the net. Moose circles, sends it up to Josie. Josie tips it out of the zone. Utah sends it right back in. Amber over to Lily. Tips it back to Brooke. Brooke skates in with it. Brooke tries to go through the middle. Chipped out of the zone. Moose spins. Moose cross to Kendall. Kendall goes down the boards with it. Utah gets it, sends it right out to Al. Al goes to step and misses the puck. Tries to pass over to Molly. That's intercepted by a skate. Moose centering pass right through Molly. Kendall tries to pinch in and it gets chipped out. Molly to Al. Al whiffs again. Amber picks it up. Moose picks it up. Goes up to Molly. Molly skates in. Shot. Up over Kendall's stick, and Utah comes out. 1-on-2. Now 2-on-2 as the girl comes out of the box. Shot wide of the net. All the way around the near side. Molly can't chip it out. Al gets it. Poked away. Utah goes in offsides, waved off. Al gets it, sends it back out. 15 seconds left on our kill. Sophia back checking, knocks it off, sends it right back out. Utah up the far side. Moose gets it, kicks it forward. Amber behind the net with it. Amber to Moose. Moose misses the side of the net by about 6 inches. Sophia over on the far side intercepts. Shot right there, still loose. Sophia gets it, can't put it in. The D's there to make the shin guard save. Moose at the point. Shot, blocked. Utah gets it and just dumps it out. Al with it. Al in. Tries to go through the middle. Shot. Saved to the corner. Al picks it up. Centering pass. Amber gets taken out. Reagan's heading off. Josie has it in the corner. Moose back to Josie. Shot again. Amber got dumped again, and we should go with 2 on that girl. So 9:12 left in the second. We're going to go on another power play. We have Molly, Sophia, Josie up front. Amber, Brooke back on D. Waiting for it to go up on the clock. And here we go. Molly wins it back to Amber. Amber to Sophia. Bounces off the boards. Back to Amber. Near side to Brooke. Brooke steps in, gives it to Josie. Josie shot and in! So that should be Josie, Brooke, Amber on the score sheet. 12 seconds into that power play. 14ers go up 3-0. We have Lily, Jolie, Sophia up front. Jolie gets it. Battles, goes to Braden. Down to Brooke. Brooks tries to send it across into his skates. Lily picks it up, but can't quite get control, dumps it in. Utah with it, sends it right up to Braden. Dumps it off the boards to Sophia. Poked away, Utah gets it, sends it all the way back out. Braden back with it. Braden sends it to the boards. Sophia comes back, picks it up. Sophia all the way around to Jolie. Jolie turns, goes back into the corner, gives it up to Utah. Shot. Reagan makes the save. Braden picks it up. Tips it up. It goes through a couple. No ice. Jolie chasing it down. 14ers changing, and nobody wants the puck. So we end up with Brooke back to play it. Brooke can't find it as she lost it behind the net. Spins back around behind. Brooke to Jolie, who sends it right up the middle. The D pinches in. Shot goes all the way through, and Reagan holds on to it. Go 14ers! 7:45 left here in the second period. Liz Kendall Harkey up front. Win back to Al. Al a couple of moves. Tries to skate it out. Ends up dumping it out. Utah gets it, dumps it right back in. Al with it. Al behind the net, overhandles it, sends it in the corner. Utah centering pass, goes through the middle. Kendall picks up the loose puck, sends it up to Harkey up the middle. Harkey 1-on-4, gets it poked away. Liz gets it, dumps it in. Utah around behind their net. Comes up the near boards. Al keeps it in, gives it to Harkey. Harkey off of a Utah skate. Amber picks it up, goes in. Centering pass goes through everybody. Al comes down. Takes it to the corner. Around behind the net. Comes around the top of the zone. Gives it to Amber. Amber with the shot. Josie there for the tip. It makes through. Josie wins it, throws it through. Bailey couldn't handle that. Far side, Bailey all over the girl. Bailey's going to get the hooking penalty here. As soon as we touch it. So Al's going to get this, and we're going to go on another kill here. So we got Bailey with a hooking penalty with 6:29 left here in the second. Molly Kendall coming out for the kill. Brooke and Amber back on D. One over to Brooke. Battle on the boards. And somehow Utah skates out from behind the net and puts it in. 13 seconds in. So Utah makes it 3-1 here with 6:15 left in the second. Lily, Sophia, Janelle out there. Back to Moose, up to Janelle. Utah gets it, brings it in. Moose up to Sophia. Sophia tries to chip it out. D pinches in, keeps it in. Dumps it all the way around. Braden back behind the net. Braden throws it hard off the boards. Bounces out of the zone. Utah sends it all the way down. Moose is there, so no ice. Moose gives it to Sophia. Gives it back to Moose. Around behind the net. To Janelle. Centering pass right to Lady Grizz, who cuts through middle. Shot. Ends up going way across in front of the net. Braden sends it up to the D. Dumped back in behind. Moose there. Moose tries to give it to Sophia. Sophia battling on the boards. Pushing. Utah finally gets it at the point. And 14ers send it down, and we'll take the icing with 5:03 left here in the second. Back in our zone, Liz, Harkey, Kendall up front. Brooke and Amber back on D. Liz wins it back to Amber. Amber sends it around to Harkey. Harkey picks it up, centering pass, intercepted by the D. Amber in the corner with it. Amber turns. Amber comes up through a couple, dishes it to Harkey. Harkey up to Kendall. It goes over to Amber. Amber in, tries to center it. Intercepted by Utah, and they come back out the other way. 1-on-2. They put it around Liz. Liz beats her back to the corner, though. Liz wins the battle, comes out with the puck. Liz comes across, comes through, shoots wide of the net. Josie picks up the loose puck on the far side. Skates out with it, comes to the middle. Tries to hit it, Brooke, and bounces through. Bailey gets it. Shot, Brooke gets it. Shot, and the goalie saves that and holds on to that one with 3:59 left here in the second period. So Molly in at center, Bailey and Josie with her. Allen moves back on D. Tied up in the ref's skates. Utah ends up with it, takes it around behind the net. Bailey all over her. Utah sends it up and out. Gonna be no ice. Al back for it, stops in the corner, gets it poked away. Utah sends it around all the way. Comes up to the Utah D, steps down, shot, blocked by Al. Bailey on the near side. Al gets it, can't do it, goes back to Bailey. Bailey off the boards and out. And that's going to go enough for an icing. So 3:18, face off back in our zone. Off. Bailey ends up with it. Bailey goes through around one, around two. Goes wide, shoots, just stick save. Was going for that far post. Goalie just barely reached across to get it. Josie on the far side with it. Josie spins out with it. 3 on her, and finally they take it away. They dump it out. Sophia back for it. Sophia hits or goes for Josie and a little too far in front of her and ends up going for an icing with 2:48 left. So Lily, Sophia, Jolie out there. Amber wins the puck. Amber chips it around one, comes in, move to the middle, and puts it behind the net. Utah picks it up back there, sends up the board. Sophia intercepts. Sophia gives it to Jolie. Jolie goes around behind the net. Jolie to Braden. Braden shot, save, push to the corner. Amber has it on the far boards. Braden pokes it in. Lily steps down, gets it, throws it towards the net. Ends up on the far side. Braden can't keep it in. Sophia chasing back with it. Sophia takes the girl out. Utah passes all the way across. Shot, and Reagan there for the save. 1:54 left here in the second. Reagan keeps it a 2-goal game. Liz Kendall Harkey. Al and Brooke out there. Face off. Utah comes out with it. Liz pokes it away, goes to the front. Sent wide of the net. Al battling in the corner. Liz there with her. Ends up going behind the net. Centering pass. Tipped away by Brooke. Al picks it up, stops, misses the pass. Sends it over. Harkey lifts his stick and picks up the puck, turns and goes. Harkey shot wide of the net. All the way up the far side. Kendall gets it, gets hit from behind. Harkey comes in, saves it. Al throws it deep. 2 14ers went off, none came on. Here we go. Brooks trying to keep it in. Brooke dumps it back in while we get the other 2 players out on the ice. Josie on the far side, keeps it in, tries to center, off a skate. Molly comes in, picks up the puck. Shot. Goalie holds on to that. And we'll have yet another whistle with 57 seconds left here in the second period. Molly, Josie, Bailey out there. Face off. Comes back. Utah chips it up past Al, but Brooks back for it. Brooke goes around behind the net. Stops in the corner. Goes behind the net again. Sends a bouncing puck up to Josie. Josie with a nice move around the pinching D. 3-on-1. 3-on-1. Josie goes in, shoots, and the goalie holds on to that. Molly there takes a nice swing at it, hoping that it's through. 31.6 seconds left in the second. Face off to the corner. Molly has it. Centering pass, bounces through. Comes all the way over. Bailey picks up the puck, dumps it back in the corner. Josie goes behind. Gets poked around behind. Molly keeps it in. Molly tries to go center to the net. The goalie gets it, throws it back into the corner. 8 seconds left here. Utah sends it out. Al able to keep it in, dumps it in. Back behind the net, Josie has it, and that's going to be the end of the second period. 14ers 3, Utah Lady Grizz 1. All right, and here we come for the third period. Lily, Sophia, Janelle starting out up front. Allen Moose back on D. Puck comes over the near side. Moose sends it up to Sophia. Sophia battling on the boards. Utah skates away with it. Shot wide of the net. Battle in the corner, chips to the front, up high, goes high, it's still loose. Still loose. Janelle skates away with it. Nice little poke by Janelle. 14ers send it down and out. Not enough for an ice. Nice little pick by Harkey, couldn't handle bouncing puck. Utah has it, sends it up. Harkey has it. Bounced over a stick again, comes over the near side. Moose swings at it. Kendall has it. Finally cleared back out. Moose with it. Moose sends it down the boards to Kendall. Kendall goes in, throws it to the net. Save, sent back in the corner. Utah puts it off Kendall. It goes back around behind the net. Liz on the half boards picks it up, tries to chip it out, but Moose was getting ready to change. Goes up to Harkey. Harkey dumps it in and goes for a change. Liz behind the net, pokes it away. Tries to give it to Josie. Bouncing puck. Josie couldn't quite handle that, and Utah gets it. Whips it backhand all the way around the near side. Braden right up the boards to Josie. Josie goes in, shoots, glove save, and the goalie holds on to that. 14-13 left here in the third period. Molly, Josie, Bailey up front. Braden and Brooke back on D. One over to the side, but Utah comes out with it, tips it up. Braden intercepts, gives it back to Brooke. Brooke spins a couple of times. Takes it all the way back around behind the net. Comes up through the middle. Sends it up. Molly gives it to Bailey. Sent across, but tipped up over Josie and all the way down into the corner. Josie forechecking. Bailey comes in to help. Utah gets it, but they send it all the way down, and that's going to be an icing with 13:41 here in the third. Lily, Jolie, Sophia up front. Braden Brooke still back on D. Comes up to Brooke. Brooke dingles. Tries to send it over to Braden. Gets blocked. Finally gets it over to Braden. The shot. Skate saved by a D. Jolie puts it through the middle. Goes all the way across. Sophia picks it up back behind the net. Sophia battling on the boards. Two on her. Sophia pushes it to the corner, gives it to Jolie, who sends it towards the net, and the goalie holds on to that one with her blocker with hand. And we'll get another whistle here, 13-13 in the third. Lily tries to send it to the middle. Utah steps up. Braden with a nice poke check. Lily picks up the loose puck. Lily gets laid out, and they're calling the body check with 12:59. The 14ers going on another power play. Molly, Josie, Sophia up front. Brooke and Amber back on D. Molly wins it to Josie, to Amber. Shot, wide of the net. Josie back in the corner with it. Josie skates through, goes back into the corner. Josie leaves it for Brooke. Brooke steps in, shoots into the goalie, and Sophia's there waiting for it to pop out, but the goalie is pretty good about holding on to those. Molly wins it to Josie, and Molly's getting called for a hook off the face-off. So for 138, we will go 4-on-4. Face-off comes back to our zone here. Amber taking the face-off. Josie, Kendall, and Brooke out with her. Brooke has it, sends it up. Amber goes through the middle. Amber has it, cuts through, and puts it in. 10 seconds into the 4-on-4. Amber from Brooke and Josie. So 14ers up 4-1 with 12:26 left here in the third. Josie taking the face-off. Josie steps forward, tries to give it to Amber. Amber gives it right back to Josie. Josie in, shot, glove save, and the goalie holds on to that one. Back to Amber, shot. Josie tips it. Josie's through the 5-hole, and it goes off the back of the pads and wide of the net. Kendall centering pass, just barely blocked. Utah comes out, Brooke all over her. Goes in off sides. Brooke gets it, tips it forward to herself. All the way over to Josie. Josie steps in around one, loses it to the second D. Amber and Brooke at the blue line decide Brooke's going to take it, walk in. Brooke with a shot, rebounds loose, and Liz throws a stick towards it, but lets the goalie have that. 11:44 left in the third. 45 on their penalty, 108 on our penalty. Still 4-on-4 for another 45 seconds. Liz and Sophia up front. Al and Moose back on D. Utah wins it, sends it all the way around the near side. Moose steps in, throws it down the boards. Sophia chases it in the corner. Utah sends it up the boards again. They send it around Moose, but not enough for an icing. Al comes back to pick it up. Al around behind the net. Tries to send it to Sophia, pass is tipped. Moose pokes it away. Moose behind the net with it. Moose skates it. Moose up the near side. Goes through a couple, shoots, and the goalie holds on to that one with Sophia waiting in the crease for it to pop through. So Utah penalty is over. And Utah's taking a timeout here with a 22-second power play. All right, here we come back out. Amber at center with Josie. Comes up. Kendall able to push the body off. Comes back up to Kendall. Kendall puts it through the skates. Utah gets it, sends it up the boards. Amber has it. Amber just throws it right back in. Kendall goes in. Utah just sends it right back out to Amber. Amber to Brooke. 14ers back to full strength. Amber tips it up to Kendall. Kendall can't get it deep. Utah gets it. That should be an ice. And there we go. They call the icing. 10:25 left here in the third. Liz in at center. Utah wins it back. Harkey and Bailey with her. Utah brings it up the near side. Bailey all over her. Amber skates out with the puck. Amber has it. Walks through. Hits Bailey on the far side. Bailey up the boards, and that's going to go all the way for an icing. With 9:57 left here in the third period. Molly, Jolie, Sophia up front. Moose now back on D. Over the far side, Al battling over there for it. Molly comes in to help. Pokes out. Moose picks it up. Moose to Jolie on the near side. Jolie skates up. Dumps it in. Bounces behind the net. Utah sends it back around the other side. Utah comes in 3-on-1. Shot wide of the net. Centering pass off the back of the net. Utah still with it in the corner though. Sent up to the point. Skate saved by Molly. Kicked out. Nice job by Jolie. Molly has it on the far side. Tries to dump it in. Doesn't make it all the way. Utah sends it up the near boards. Moose not able to keep it in, but Molly there to pick it up. Molly to Al. Al up into the Utah Grizz skates. They send over the near side. Jolie pokes it away. Utah back in their zone. Bailey pokes it away. Goes into the corner with it. Wrapped around behind that. Centering pass. Bounces through a couple. Moose tries to get there without taking out the girl and can't do it. And Utah comes up on the near side. Josie, nice job riding her off. Liz has it. Liz gives it to Josie, who gets it poked back, but recovers quickly. Josie just chips it out of the zone to the near side. Utah on the boards with it. Tries to clear it. Josie, nice read, putting her body in front, goes off her shin guard and all the way in the Utah zone. Centering pass goes through Harkey and all the way out. Utah with it. Shot off of Brooks' head into the corner. Utah shot. Reagan saves it, sends it back behind the net. Brooke skates around with it a couple of times. Brooke up through the middle. Brooke in the zone. Brooke goes around. Shot, saved by the goalie, and she holds on to that. Molly in there, gentle little poke and gets leveled, and the refs are discussing if that's a penalty or not. I think they're going to take both of them. 7:40 left. So we're going 5-on-5 for 2 minutes. Liz in for the face-off. Kendall and Harkey with her. Liz battles through, but second Utah player comes through and steals it. Braden with it. Braden spins up, gives it back to the Utah girl. who gives it to Liz. Liz goes in the zone. Harkey pokes it in deeper. Liz chases down in the corner. Harkey intercepts. Harkey, Liz both battling there. Liz gets it, sends it to Braden. Braden throws it towards the net. Kendall picks it up. Kendall around. Kendall can't do anything with it as 3 converge on her. Brooke over to Braden. Braden walks in. Shot, rebound, chipped up into the glove. And now Utah's going for the penalty. So now we're going to go 5-on-4 with 6:57 left. Sophia, Bailey, Josie up front, Al on D. Sophia wins it across, but goes all the way to the corner. Sent up. Al down to Josie. Josie centering pass to Sophia. Spins a backhand shot. Rebound still there, and the goalie has it. And Sophia backs off as the Utah player is hugging her goalie. So 6:44 in the third, 1:47 left on the 5-on-4. Josie gets it off the face-off, gives it to Amber. Amber centering pass to Bailey, tips it, doesn't make it through. Josie gets it, sends it through. Sophia's there. Sophia pokes, it's still loose. Still loose. Puck's still loose. Couple of girls lost sticks. Josie keeps it in the zone. Josie centering pass to Amber, can't get the shot off. Bailey picks it up, but gets it poked away, and Utah skates out with it, 1-on-2. Al forces her to dump it in and picks up the puck. Al gives it to Bailey, can't handle it, and Utah picks it up. Back to Al. Al skates up with it. Al and Amber going in. Al spins in the corner. Gives it to Kendall. Kendall with a shot, blocked. Utah swings at it a few times. Liz battling, and Harkey keeps it in. Harkey goes down, gets it poked away. Utah has it. Nice job by Amber to poke it away, and Harkey picks up the loose puck. Kendall comes up, gets it poked away. Harkey grabs it. Harkey up through the middle, sends it in. Utah sends it all the way down. 20 seconds left on our power play here. Brooke skates in with it. Leaves it for Moose. Moose across the middle, but Bailey can't handle it. Goes out and back in. So 5:04 left in the third, 8 seconds left on the power play. Sophia in at center. Bailey and Josie with her. Everybody pinches up. Utah gets it and comes out with it. Utah takes it to the corner. Brooke all over her. Centering pass goes through. Moose on the near side. Tips it up. Gets it out of the zone. Utah up and chips it up over Moose. Shot. Saved by Reagan. Brooke has it. Brooke gets tripped. And there we go on another power play with 4:43 left here in the third. So Josie, Sophia, Bailey coming out for the power play. Sophia at center. Amber and Moose back on D. Sophia wins it back to Amber. Shot. Tipped wide. Bailey picks it up, goes into the corner with it. Around behind the net. Bailey stops behind the net, whips it all the way around the boards to Moose. Moose throws it down to Sophia. Sophia spins, comes to the middle. 2 on her. Moose steps down, keeps it in. Moose behind the net, centering pass. Makes it through, but to no one. Bailey at the point. Shot. Saved by the goalie. Sent back out. Nice read by Josie coming on the back check to block that pass. Josie goes down, gets it poked away. Sophia comes down, fights through. Moose picks up the loose puck, gives it to Amber. Amber walks in, shot. 3:56 left here in the third, 1:14 on the power play. Molly, Jolie, Janelle up front. Moose and Amber still back on D. Molly has it behind, sends it back to Jolie. Jolie tries to center it, gets blocked. Sends it up, Moose gets the shot. Tips through, goes all the way through into the corner. Janelle with it, gives it to Jolie behind the net, tries to give it right back. Jolie gives it to Janelle. Janelle comes up, nice pass to Amber. And Amber with the goal from Janelle, and Jolie makes it a 5-1 lead for the 14ers. 3:30 left here in the third. Molly wins it back to Moose. Up the boards, just past Jolie. Sent across, Janelle intercepts, gets it in the zone. Pops back out. Amber spins and turns up. Sends it up just past Jolie. Jolie blocks it in the corner, goes back behind the net. Up the boards, Amber able to keep it in, but just barely. And then Utah able to get it out. Molly to Moose. Moose up to Jolie. Jolie sends it in. Utah picks up the puck, sends it up. But Moose there to read that, send it over to Jolie on the near side. Jolie to Liz. Back to Jolie. Jolie sends it up to Harkey, and Harkey dumps it in. Utah sends it all the way around the near side. Kendall there to intercept. Ends up to Harkey in the corner. Utah sends it up the boards. Liz goes to pinch. Bounces up into her face. And back around behind the net. Whipped all the way around. Brooke over there, backs off. Utah gets it, sends it right into Brooke. Utah able to dump it in. Al picks it up. Al sends it over to Kendall, who tries to chip it up. Liz goes and picks up the loose puck. Chips it in the zone. Utah breaks it out. Al has it, gives it to Bailey, to Brooke, who gives it up to Josie. Josie shot, glove save, and the goalie just holds on to that one. .134 left here. Sophia centering Josie and Bailey. Sophia wins it over. Sophia gets a backhand shot. Goalie clears it to the corner. Bailey goes into the boards hard. Sophia comes in, picks it up, turns back. Bailey battling on the far boards. Brooke there pinching in. Utah takes it in, whips it around the near side. Al goes into pinch. Keeps it in, gets a shot towards the net, but Utah intercepts that. Skate out with it. Sophia battles through. Bailey picks up the puck, gives it to Brooke. Brooke skates through, gets it poked off. She goes in offsides. .51 seconds left here in the third period. Molly centering Janelle and Jolie. Brooke and Al out on D. Comes over to Al on the near side. Al walks in. Comes in, can't get the shot off. Jolie's there, but can't put it past the goalie as she holds on to that one. Molly wins it, throws it towards the net, but it ends up going behind. Molly wins it behind the net, centering pass comes out, and the goalie just covers that one again. Win over to Janelle. Janelle battling in the corner for it. Utah sends it all the way around the near side. Nice back check there by Jolie. Utah able to dump it in. Al behind the net with it. Al stops and turns. Janelle on the far side. Janelle up to Jolie. Jolie gets hit, and that's the buzzer. So 5-1 win for the 14ers over the Utah Lady Grizzlies. So we will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow at noon against the Colorado Springs Tigers. Also here at the Edge for our third game of the WGHL Championships. So we will see you tomorrow.